It's fair to say crypto as a whole has experienced some dark days in recent months. There really is no getting away from this fact. And for some unfortunate participants, what we found off the back of breaking developments surrounding two projects building in our ecosystem that emerged overnight is that Cardano is not immune from this. No matter how secure a blockchain is, how great its technology and progress is proving to be, nothing can prevent genuine failed projects, actors that intend to use retail as exit liquidity, or out-and-out rug pulls from building a profile, developing and operating in the Cardano ecosystem. If we want true decentralization, then unfortunately events like we just witnessed comes with the territory. Whilst it's extremely harsh for the users affected and doesn't do anything to promote this space in a positive light, it's important we use instances like this to better educate ourselves, become more diligent with our approach in navigating the Cardano ecosystem, and continue to demand higher standards in the criteria we use for assessing the viability of projects, especially ones that are yet to launch a minimum product before choosing to part with a hard-earned ADA. Welcome back for today's installment of Cardano Insights, where we track the all important developments at the very pulse of Cardano and its ecosystem. So let's get straight into it. Coming away from the more negative news of recent developments relating to the Cardano and Orbis projects, which have been covered extensively by the majority of crypto YouTube and Twitter, and considering this week we've been diving deep into all the significant developments that came out of Scotfest and the summit, I thought today we should do a roundup of some more positive developments that materialised in the Cardano ecosystem over the past 24 hours or so. Now, you know on Cardano Insights I enjoy bringing you developments across the entire ecosystem, whether that be from IOG with the main tech rollout, projects building Cardano Layer 2s, developer tooling making building on Cardano more accessible, right through to the wallet updates as we continue to see the features, UX and UI constantly being improved. So let's start off today with a really cool update coming very soon to the Flint Wallet mobile app for both iOS and Android that I think is going to go down very well with its users and will definitely lead to many who may not be currently using Flint to rethink their choice of wallet. Yesterday, Flint Wallet gave us this tweet writing, "Do you feel like a sneak peek? We do. Here's a quick look at something coming soon to the Flint Wallet app on both iOS and Android." They kindly provided this 20-second demonstration of the new feature in action. As you can see, they're making accessing the wallet and sending transactions even more streamlined with the introduction of face and fingerprint recognition. Once the feature goes live, users will not only be able to pass security to enter the app, but also sign transactions using face or fingerprint recognition, removing the need for inputting lengthy spending passwords. This is a great update that makes the user experience far smoother, aligning the UX with what we're all very much used to experiencing when interacting with the majority of non-crypto related apps. Whilst this may be a subtle update, I think introducing features like this is exactly what the world of Web3 needs in order to make the interaction with crypto applications more familiar and easy to use as we journey down the pathway to adopting more users into the space. Now, you may have recently heard the news that Coinbase Japan, a subsidiary of Coinbase US, has now added support for Cardano, finally making ADA available to its user base. For me, whilst I appreciate the need for centralized exchanges in terms of driving the adoption of cryptocurrencies, exchange listings in isolation never really piqued my interest, but something that emerged off the back of this development certainly did, which I think will offer some great exposure for Cardano in Japan. Today, Sebastian from DC Spark, who have hugely contributed to the build out of the ecosystem, making available critical infrastructure for development teams throughout Cardano, will be taking part in a live stream with Coinbase Japan, all about Cardano. The live stream itself is to celebrate the exchange listing and discuss the great work DC Spark are doing in Japan. For example, the Japan branch of DC Spark was recently selected for the Microsoft Startups program there. In addition, DC Spark will be doing lots of media work in Japan about all the work that they're doing in the broader ecosystem, which is translated into some great media publications in that region, providing even more Cardano visibility. I'm a strong believer it's always important to celebrate the honest, hard-working builders that day by day are making a gargantuan effort to progress both the Cardano ecosystem and wider blockchain space forwards. Whilst Cardano has strong links in Japan already, considering its very inception took place there, continuing to create more exposure like we see in this development will only enhance Cardano's profile on the world stage. Next, and with some more positive Cardano exposure in mind, today we also got the news that DeFi Llama are now tracking Indigo Protocol's iUSD on their stablecoin dashboard. Being one of the largest DeFi analytics platforms in this space, accessed by a large user base across the entire blockchain landscape, it's great to see a Cardano stablecoin now featuring amongst the 88 stablecoins they track across the board. No doubt this is going to result in more eyes and attention to the fact that yes, Cardano does indeed have a stablecoin offering, with many more soon to follow. Currently sitting in 66th position by market cap, it's going to be interesting to follow the progress here as Cardano stablecoins begin to rise the ranks, exposing the utility available in our ecosystem to a much needed wider audience. In terms of developments surrounding the Indigo platform itself, In just 48 hours post-launch, Indigo has seen over 80,000 Indie tokens staked in the platform's governance, representing approximately 500,000 ADA at the current market value. Now we go to a brief development update on the progress surrounding anetaBTC that we've been tracking in the lead up to their mainnet launch on the Ergo blockchain, which of course will then be followed by the testnet launch on Cardano. An official announcement is to be made imminently, which will see the introduction of the private testnet on the Ergo blockchain, opening the door for the first batch of users to start testing the protocol. Following this, and based on the community feedback, the public testnet will be prepared, along with the open sourcing of their code. As mentioned in previous coverage, this is a vital step towards delivering the protocol on the Cardano blockchain, where we're going to see the introduction of viability in the ecosystem. Along with the continued focus on minor bug fixes and UI improvements for the Ergo deployment, the team also provided an update on the progress surrounding Neta and CNETA staking. With the staking portal now being made available a few weeks ago, participation levels have been very encouraging. In terms of Neta staked, approximately 300k in Ergo value has been staked so far, and on the Cardano side, the amount of CNETA staked is the equivalent of 1.39 million ADA. In addition to this, the second round of governance voting is set to launch shortly, with more announcements to be made in the coming days. In this second round of voting, CNETA and Neta holders will have their say in the direction of the project by choosing the official EBTC logo. In terms of the progress surrounding the wider roadmap, we'll continue to follow developments here as they happen. Next, the JPG Store, who yesterday provided this update to a development currently in the works that will soon enable all users of the platform to buy NFTs directly with a credit card. The feature is currently undergoing testing and is available in a limited capacity for the Clay Nation NFT collection, but will soon be rolled out across the entire platform. Users will need a Cardano wallet for the NFT delivery, but this feature will enable the actual purchase to be made using only a credit card. Although the user themselves are not paying with ADA, it's not a direct fiat to NFT purchase, but rather a fiat to ADA to NFT transaction. So technically, ADA is still being bought, however this process is done behind the scenes, and the user themselves will in effect be making the NFT purchase direct from their credit card. I think this is definitely a good move to drive further adoption, increase the trading volume at JPG Store, and generally improves the links from the traditional fiat world to the world of blockchain. The process itself is extremely user-friendly. Users can simply choose the NFT credit card payment option, input their email for receipt delivery and Cardano wallet address for the NFT delivery, complete the credit card payment form, confirm, and then the NFT will be delivered to their chosen Cardano wallet. Another great example of the small developments that continue to take place across the ecosystem that add great value progressing this space forwards. Now, it's no secret if you've been a frequent viewer of this channel, you will know that Sapien is a great admirer of World Mobile, and we've been following all the developments very closely here on Cardano Insights. More recently, we covered that impressive remote launch of the aerostat in New Hampshire, that epic Twitter space where Mickey and the team discussed all the progress surrounding that all-important aerostat launch in Zanzibar, and of course the reveal of their roadmap 2.0, which we delved into in some detail. But what's the latest surrounding World Mobile? In their most recent deployment diary, something that piqued my interest was the sheer amount of entries under Zanzibar coming out of the country rollout team that's been achieved over the past 4 weeks, which I guess is what we've come to expect from what is proving to be the most dedicated and high impact project in blockchain. Zanzibar developments are significant considering this is the location that will see the model being proven and realised in a real-world environment. So let's take a quick look at some of the progress the team has continued to make as they push towards that all-important launch date. They continued deployment of air nodes and expansion on transport links and in rural areas. Air nodes currently sit at 152 in operation, but we can expect an increase here imminently. The team have also continued air node site acquisition to ensure end-of-year target installations are achieved. Further business-to-business customers continue to be onboarded to the network, along with the continued deployment of 5.8 GHz radio links to continue the strategy of fiber hub to radio backhaul locations are being carried out, and the integration of the World Mobile application for network users here are also being finalised. World Mobile continues streamlining the technology for process replication in the future territories, and interestingly, the support of presentation to the Zanzibar president related to the aerostat final approvals are now being concluded. But let's end on something World Mobile released today in this tweet. Here they announced exciting news. Next Monday, that's November 28th at 8 PM UTC, Mr. Telecoms and the World Mobile team will hold a Twitter space to discuss updates surrounding progress against the roadmap 2.0 with a specific focus on the EarthNode NFT distribution, AirNode sales, and the big one, that all-important aerostat launch. So does this mean that we'll be getting a launch date? Well, that remains to be seen, but considering they're confident of a Q4 launch, and this event takes place right at month end, leaving just 4 weeks of the quarter remaining, I have a feeling we may well be getting that news that we've all been waiting for. I for one would definitely be tuning in, so if you don't want to miss out, make sure you set that reminder to catch the space live as it unfolds. So that's it for today's installment of Cardano Insights as we keep track of the developments and continue to spread those positive Cardano vibes. If you found value in the content and want to help Sapien achieve more throughput, then please be sure to comment, share, like, subscribe and hit that notification bell, which is the best way you can help support the channel. We'll be back soon with your daily roundups. Until then, thanks for watching, have a great day, and as always, keep it Cardano.